Okay, everyone, we are going to review quickly on how to unlock your padlock built into your Hoverfly or Gotrax G4. So if you've forgotten your passcode and you can't unlock this, we'll show you how to remove this fixture to get inside and find out what that combination lock is so that you can get the number and then reset that code. All right, so first thing is first, we had to use, because of the security screws, it had a T20H security screw, which goes into those screws there. So first we had to remove the first 4 screws to disassemble this whole assembly. So that is first step. All right, so the second step after that is that you had already unscrewed these Phillips screws, but basically this metal plate screws into this black plate, and that has these small Phillips screwdriver heads. All right, so once you remove all of those, this whole assembly will come out. And I recommend that you do it carefully because there is this button under here that can end up falling off, and then it'll be hard to reassemble. So slowly remove it and then turn it upright, making sure not to drop any of the buttons out of this assembly. All right, so then the next step after that is you're gonna look in between each of these wheels. So you'll see this plain metal. We'll start with the first one, but what you're looking for is grooves or lines in between the wheels. And those are the lines that indicate the set number for that wheel. So let's go for the first one. I'm gonna move it. There you go. You can see that little groove, that little line. It's set to the 8. And if I look on the second one, where the 4 is, there's no groove there. So that number is not set for that. So let's go find the second. That seems to be 6. And then the third wheel. Keep going. Now that's set to the 9. The last wheel. Look at that groove. It's set on the 5. So let me go reposition them. Once you have them all positioned again, this mechanism at the bottom, which is engaged by the small button, this basically pushes up this whole fixture and allows it to release the actual padlock feature. So if I move this up now, that can move. Now that that's able to move, the set button could also move. Now I can set a new code. All right? If that's changed and locked, I can't move that. So basically, long story short is when you disassemble this, you're looking at the wheels and you're looking at the grooves right above the digit of each wheel. And that is your code. In this case, it was 8695 and then 5. Now I can change that if I want. I can open it. At this point, I've written down the code, so that's fine. I'll reassemble this, put it back on the scooter, keep the same number. However, once I have it all back and reassembled on the scooter, I can then reset and change the code and set that to one that I can remember again. And that's pretty much about it. All right, so all you got to do is disassemble this unit, look for the grooves above each number without having to disassemble any of these other components. Otherwise, it gets very complicated. There's springs and all sorts of stuff involved, and you don't want to lose track or lose any of those pieces when you're reassembling it.